this is a true change for the Republican Party. It says that not only do we support President Trump, we support his policies. And any Republican that isn't willing to adapt these policies, we are completely eradicating from the party. So it's up to Nikki Haley what she does.
But I'll make the bigger prediction than this. Trump goes down and beats her in her home state of South Carolina, just the way he beat Marco Rubio to a pulp and embarrassed the hell out of him in Florida by 20-something points or whatever.
At my signal, unleash hell.
In the end, when the core base in South Carolina is as right-wing and racist and nutty, remember Lee Atwater from down there? That's where when McCain won in New Hampshire, that's when they went and they did the whole Black Love Child and all that stuff to help Bush win in South Carolina and get back on track to win. The stuff they will be saying about Nikki Haley is stuff that no other Republican has ever said about Nikki Haley before in concentrated doses.
But she ran up when it was 7. And, you know, we have to do what's good for our party. And she was up and I said, wow, she's doing like a speech like she won. She didn't win. She lost. And, you know, last week we had a little bit of a problem. And if you remember, Ron was very upset because she ran up and she pretended she won Iowa. And I looked around, I said, didn't she come in 3rd? Yeah, she came in 3rd.
They will be I'm sure they'll be calling her an illegal immigrant. I'm sure they're, illegal as that's their term, not mine, just to be clear. I'm sure they'll be saying all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm going to predict she will lose. And that is
they will say her real name instead of Nikki. They'll
do all sorts of Nimrata,
right.
I don't remember the last name. And in the end, that is where Trump will put this thing away.
You know, I want Nikki Haley to spend all that Koch brother money. Just spend it, baby. Just spend.
Right.
That way there's less of it when we come around, because I really think, and to end it here, I want to say that I'm making a prediction that I think Joe, after seeing the result of last night, I'm satisfied. I've seen enough. Trump will win New Hampshire. He'll win South Carolina. He'll win every state on Super Tuesday. He will win the nomination, and he will lose by more than 10 million votes in the general election. He will lose by more than a margin of 10 million. It was almost 8 million last time, and it'll be more than 10 million this time.
It'd be fun to argue with you as we have fun doing it, but I fully agree. He's going to lose by 10 million votes, and I think in the end, also, he will have been convicted of at least 2 crimes by then. I'm going to predict that.
Hold on, Carolyn.
And by the time the general comes around, and I think he will lose states that Republicans have started to count on. He'll lose Georgia and Arizona and Nevada and whatever, but I believe he's also going to lose at that point being a felon, with 1/3 of Iowa voters saying if he was found guilty of felonies that they would not vote for him. I think that's going to translate to the rest of the electorate. I think the 7 points that Republicans have lost on average in elections since abortion was overturned is going to fit. And I think he's going to end up losing Texas. I think he's going to lose Florida. I think there's a good chance he's going to lose my home state here of Ohio. And hell, it may go far enough that Missouri's back in play, baby.
Could be.
And wouldn't that be cool?
And there's a lot of down ballot races that are super important for that enthusiasm, for that turnout, and for that unenthusiasm for Trump. Cliff, tell us where the audience can find you. Tell us where. That way they can. The link's down below, but tell us where they can find you.
Best place at Schecter, which is the YouTube channel where we do fun videos like this and other fun videos that are slightly different than this. You can find me at Cliff Schecter on Twitter and at Cliff D Schecter on Threads, and I think those are the best spots. But as I always say, at Schecter on YouTube, because that's the one we're working on trying to grow. So,
well, the YouTube link is down below in the description. Go to YouTube, just type in Cliff Schecter. You'll get there, or come to this video. Look at the description down below. Cliff, thanks for joining me.